Hey, what's happening, everybody? So I've had the iPhone 14 Pro 10 months. Let's talk about it. The first thing I want to talk about is the durability and how has it stood up to the test of time. Now, I've kept this phone since I've had it. I've kept it inside of this Rinky Fusion X case. You can see this case has a little bit of wear and tear on it, but it's been a really trusty and good case. All right, with the phone itself. Now, I have some scratches on the display. Nothing horrible. If I try to show them like right here, you might not be able to see anything. I got like a little one right there. It's like nothing major. I do not use a screen protector, so probably could have avoided any of that if I had a screen protector, but I don't use screen protectors. Next, as far as the back of it goes, let's come over here and have a look. So you can see right there, everything is good. And I got the purple one, the deep purple. No scratches, nothing like that. Like I said, I've had it in this case. And yeah, so we're good there in that department. All right, next up. So the one thing I wanted to talk about is the battery health. Now, for those of you that know, I have I have two YouTube channels, right? And I do some work on TikTok and I do work on Instagram. And I also help other people with videos and stuff like that. So I'm constantly using this phone. I use iMessage to edit, iMovie to edit a lot of my videos. And this phone is always working over time. I'm always charging it. And so anyway, let's get to that real quick. So we're going to go to settings, and you're going to see the battery life. I have 97% max capacity. And like I said, I've been using this phone 10 months. This phone was released. It went to the public. I think I got it on September 19th. So here we are, July 1st. Anyway, so 10 months, and I'm at 97%. And as far as battery life on this device goes, battery life is all right. Let's come over here, show you all a little bit what I got going on today. What do I got going on today? I did a little charging this afternoon. See, then again, I got to let you all know, I'm not the average user. I'm nonstop doing something on this phone. I probably would have been better off getting the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and we'll talk about the size of this device here in a second. Matter of fact, I want to put it in the case because I'm used to using it in the case, and that's how it looks in this case right here. Anyway, but I could have got the iPhone 14 Pro Max, and that would have gave me terrific battery life. But this iPhone 14 Pro easily gets me through a full day. I can start the day, at 7 in the morning at 100%, and I can, just depending on like how I'm recording videos or what I'm doing, I can usually get to 9 o'clock at night with around 20 or 30%. But that's with a lot of usage. And I keep the brightness up to I keep the brightness around 80%, 75, 80%. All right. So that's the main thing to think about whenever you're going to be getting a phone, an iPhone 14 Pro, or the Pro Max. You got to just, that battery life. Do you want like the big phone? Because look at how it fits in my hand. All right, I don't exactly have small hands and I don't have humongous hands, but this hand is like easy with one-handed use. You can like reach down, pull down menus. You can do this and that, whatever you need to do. All right, so I recommend getting this phone for those of you that want easy one-handed use. All right, next up, we can talk about call quality. Call quality is amazing. I don't have any problems there. And as far as like signal connectivity, it's good to go. No complaints at all. So we'll leave that there. Speakers on this are amazing. All right. I want to say the iPhone 14 I'm going to say the iPhone 14 Pro and the iPhone 14 Pro Max have the best speakers on any phone. I'm going to say that. I'm not really sure how the iPhone 14 speakers are because I don't have an iPhone 14, so I can't speak on it. But the speakers in this device right here are top notch. They're grade A. Dynamic Island, you see it there. If this is something you can live with, you can live with it. I'm hearing with the iPhone 15 Pro, they might be getting rid of Dynamic Island. I hope they don't, because now I'm used to using it all the time, right? Like say I'm watching a video or in a phone call, I tap it and then end the call or whatever it is I'm doing. I use Dynamic Island a lot. It's really grown on me. All right, so what else can we talk about here? We talked about speaker quality, display quality. The display's great. I mean, we've seen everything here. I don't want to put myself on blast. I'm always putting myself on blast, so I'm not going to open up anything. So anyway, display quality on this thing is amazing. Now, how do the apps run? How is the performance on this thing? Performance is good. You can see, I'm going to show you all right now. You can see that I'm using the Google apps and the Apple apps. You have Apple Music's, not Samsung Music. I have a Google Music on there. You can see that I'm using different apps. Long story short, Zero problems with this phone. Now, the one thing I am going to say, because I use this phone so much and I'm like high speed using it, I'm always using it. I'm noticing after 5 days, it does get a little glitchy. It'll like get a little stuttery, like nothing horrible, but it won't be super smooth like it usually is. So what I have to do at the end of like 5 days, because like I said, I'm always recording and editing videos on this phone. I have to restart the phone to get it to run better. That's like every 5 days. But you guys gotta understand, I'm a content creator, so I'm going full speed on this phone all the time. What else? Camera quality on this is, well, for video recording, this is the way to go. If you are a content creator and you want to, or if you're an up-and-coming content creator, whatever you want to call yourself, and you want to get like started in the biz, you know, doing this, doing that, this is definitely the phone I recommend you get. Or you can get the iPhone 14 Pro Max. The iPhone 14 Pro Max will be the heavy hitter with the battery life, but the iPhone 14 Pro and the iPhone 14 Pro Max have amazing cameras, especially in the department of recording videos. So it's definitely something that you need to think about if you're going to be jumping into this. And you can see I got all the Apple apps and, you know, stuff like that. You can see all the stuff I'm doing on here. All right, so yeah, but anyway, so yeah, so other than that, if I had to give this phone a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give this phone an easy 9. The reason I don't give it a 10 is, like I said, after 5 days, I do find it acting funny. But like I said, though, I'm not your average user. I get it. But still, after 5 days, and it's not always, right? There's some days it can go further. But I already got into the habit of, you know what, like, you know, at least every 5 days, 6, 7 days, I do a restart just to be safe. All right. So, I mean, that's it. That would be the only reason that I don't. And I guess you could say a complaint I have is like with the iOS keyboard. It's still censored. It doesn't let you do the cuss words. Look, you're spending $1,200, $1,400 on this phone. You should be able to say whatever you want, cuss all you want, do whatever you want. So I do have a problem with that. I think that's nonsense. What else does Apple do? Sometimes I think Apple's a little, you know, on the censorship side of things. I think they're a little bit too hardcore. Look, we're grown adults here. You know, you're spending top dollar. You should be able to look at whatever you want, listen to whatever you want. It doesn't matter what it is, all right? It's all about, you know, being independent and free, and there you go. But should you still buy this phone in 2023? Here we are, July 2023. Should you buy it? I'm going to say yes. This is definitely a buy. Even with the iPhone 15 Pro coming out, you know, look, if you need a phone right now, you need a phone, say it's a need, go buy the iPhone 14 Pro. And you'll be happy for the next 4 or 5 years. You call it a day. You don't have to be messing around, okay? So y'all got to listen to me on this one. Buy the iPhone 14 Pro. You'll thank yourself in the morning. You'll be very happy that you did. I love this phone right here. It's my everyday driver. I do carry 2 phones. I carry an S23 as well, but my main SIM is in here. By the way, it's an eSIM. You know, I'm not really the biggest fan of that. But you know what? Yeah, this is my everyday driver right here. I really like, you know, iOS, and I dig iOS. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys have any special requests, hit me up in the comments. I love doing special requests. That's what it's all about. And yeah, and I will catch all of you in the next one. This is Ace Lucero Tech, and I'm out. Later.